So here on the ram pump reservoir, last year I had this pretty well leveled up. This year you can see there's a bit of a lean to the right hand side. That's why that water line is so off kilter in there. So I may end up having to shim it up a bit on this side, which will mean for safety reasons I'll want to drain the tank back down to do that. But we'll shim it up and get it leveled up, and that'll be alright. The main reason I want to do this quick update is because I need to put an overflow pipe in so that it's higher than the reservoir in the barn, so that we don't leak all the water out here before we fill the barn reservoir. Last year I just ran a pipe up over top of that tree and kind of wired it in place, but that was like a quick fix cob job thing, and I want a more permanent setup this year. So I came in here with the post hole diggers and dug a post hole. I went out back yesterday before I had to run off to fix the other things, and I picked up a cut and brought back a pole to put in there. So I'll just show you that quick. It's a nice cedar post. It's about 25 feet long. And I'm just going to put that in there. And then the hose that comes off of the top of the reservoir, show you that fitting up there. The hose that comes off of that for the overflow, or in this case it's really just a way for air to get out and in as it fills and empties, will come off of that and go up that pole. Alright, it's Friday, June 6th. I put up a support pole, a vertical pole, so that I could run the overflow for the reservoir high enough to exceed the height of the barn, which is where the other reservoir barrels are. So, order of sequence, this fills first, then those finally. So this is slightly lower than the barrels in the barn, but I had to level it up. I did that. It's sitting nice and level. Of course it's full right now, so you can't really tell. And I set this pole, and I set that bracket on top to help kind of anchor the pole. I gotta go back. I'm going to add a brace pole like off of here, and maybe one going each day this way and that way. That pole is pretty tall. It was a little tricky to get it in there, but I used the tractor and the chain to lift it up there to get it kind of semi in position. And then I was able to kind of slide it down in and set it in place, and then I propped it up with the bucket while I secured it. So I'm going to clip off the excess of this overflow line, and we're basically set on that, which feels good to have good volume of water ready to go for the season again. I just thought I would give a quick update on the final part of this. So I think that's it for this video. Thanks for watching the Pharmacy Seeds Network.